Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and yesterday we left off with the top 10 best cards of Scholomance Academy, at least so far, and I'm going to follow it up today as promised with the top 10 worst cards of Scholomance Academy. So basically these are cards that are just, don't really see any play on ladder, or in either standard or wild, are just kind of just whatever garbage minions. Sometimes it might be an okay arena card. Maybe you'll feel okay if you get it like from a random evolve or whatever. But overall, these cards have just been super disappointing. So let's get going with the 10 worst cards of Scholomance Academy so far. So at number 10, we have Ceremonial Maul. It's a dual class weapon for Warrior and Paladin. It's 3 mana, 2/2, so absolutely terrible stat line. And as spell burst, spell burst is whenever you summon a spell, it activates the spell burst thing, and it's only a one-time deal. Summon a student with taunt equal to the spell's cost. So if you play a 4 mana spell, you get a 4/4 with taunt. Yeah, it's just not good. Like in Paladin, you don't really have a curve play into this. Like all your 4s are like buffs and stuff like that, and so you're playing a 3 mana weapon, and then you have nothing to buff, and it's just bad. And in Warrior, nothing's really that spell heavy you want to do. So it's just been a complete and utter waste of an epic card, and just, yeah, really underwhelming. And I would even imagine in like Arena, you would not want to take this on average, just because again, the spells just don't line up with this in Warrior and Paladin, at least not yet. And the effect is not exactly overwhelming for, that payoff, that one taunt body, it's not great. Number 9, we have Partner Assignment. This is a druid spell. It's a 1 mana spell, and it adds a random 2 and 3 cost beast to your hand. So I think the only time I've ever seen someone play this is when they got it up Nature Studies, and you know that their options had to be terrible because they took Partner Assignment, because this card is garbage. The average 2/3 cost beast ain't great. You don't really want to put a card in your deck to put that into your hand. What you want to do is you want to summon them randomly through either a Mount Seller or your 5-drop, Like, it's just bad. It's so bad. You're never putting it into your deck. Absolutely garbage card. But Druid has enough broken stuff that I guess Blizzard's like, we'll throw you this piece of crap and you're gonna like it, Number 8, we have Divine Rager, the newest addition to the Rager family. It's a 4 mana 5/1 with a Divine Shield. It's a Rager. I gotta put it on the list. It's bad. You're never putting this in your deck. It's bad. The only Rager I can ever think of that was any good was the Rogue Rager. I think it was like a 3 mana 5/1 with Stealth. And yeah, this ain't that. So, Divine Rager, at least you get to be on one list. A complete garbage list. Number 7, we have Enchanted Cauldron. It's a neutral epic. 3 mana, 1/6 minion, so pretty good stats, but Spell Burst cast a random spell of the same cost. So, you get kind of a snowball type minion health stat line. It's like Magic Carpet, but you get a one-time effect and it's a random spell at the same cost. I have not seen someone play this, so I can't really speak to how strong it would be if it goes off, but you got to imagine the one random spell you're going to get is just never going to be worth the payoff. It's just like such an investment for just the weakest of random. It's just not ever worth it. So yeah, I can't imagine this will ever see play. Nobody ever thought it would. And yeah, it's utter garbage and definitely belongs on the list. Number 6, we have a Warrior Epic, Playmaker. It's a 3 mana 4/3 minion, so relatively premium statted, just on an aggressive side. And after you play a rush minion, summon a copy of it with 1 health. So the idea is you play it, and then you play this with like Restless Mummy and get an extra Restless Mummy, or you play it with the Prime and you get an extra Prime. But those are 7 mana plays, and they're marginal value plays in Warrior, where they're just killing you with bombs or, enrage stuff, and you just don't care about this. It's super slow. You can't ever tempo this thing out. And again, do you care about value with your rush minions? No. And as a result, Playmaker, you're utter garbage, and you definitely belong on this list. Number 5, we have Judicious Junior. Paladin minion. It is 6 mana, and it's 4/9 lifesteal. Yep, this is a card they made in this expansion. This is like 2016 pack filler in 2020. No other class got anything remotely like this. It's just pure pack filler. It's just bizarre. It really feels like it should have been made 5 years ago or 4 years ago or whatever. It's just, yeah, you're never playing this. Why? Like, it's a minion with stats and, I guess, lifesteal. It's super underwhelming. Number 4, we have Wormweaver Mage minion. It's a 5 mana 3/6 spell burst. Summon 2 mana worms. So don't yell at me. Oh, Zeddy, this card's actually not bad. You get it off Jandis and it's insane because you're playing rogue or mage and then you get mana worms. And yeah, in that position, it's pretty good. But do you really want to run this card? Do you really want to put this card in your deck to summon some mana worms on turn 5 with a 3/6 to go with it? No. I remember like day 1, the only person I saw try this out was APX. He put it in like a tempo mage, and I believe it was like the first card he cut because it was complete garbage. Because mana worms like were only ever good on turn 1, and this is turn 5, and I know you get 2 of them with 3/6, but it's bad. It's bad. It's probably not as bad as some of the other cards I mentioned. This isn't exactly like an exact order list, I'll be honest, but screw you, Wormweaver. You're garbage, and you're number 4. And I don't want to hear anyone in the comments say I'm overrating how bad this thing is. Because it's my list, and screw you. Although, do make comments. It's fine. Don't unsub. Anyways, next, we have number 3. I did not know this was a card. Honestly, I had no idea this was a card until I looked over the Scholomance cards to make this list. And that's Carrion Studies. That's right. It's a 1-mana spell for Hunter. Discover a Death Rattle minion, and your next one costs 1 less. I had no idea this was a thing. I know there's spells for Druid and spell damage for Mage and rush minions for Warrior and all that, but apparently there's this for Hunter. Death Rattle minions in Standard are terrible, and this card's bad. Like I've never why are you playing this in your deck? It's just horrendous. There's just no good Death Rattle options. There's like nothing, and I mean this card could end up being good if they make some insane Death Rattle stuff it can discover, but right now you're just getting nothing, and it's just kind of a sad waste of a card at the moment. Kind of like Oblivitron and stuff. Like it's just bad. Number 2, speaking of bad, we're getting to the cream of the crop here. Number 2, we have a Demon Hunter card. That's right, bad Demon Hunter cards. Rejoice. Fel Guardians is a 7 mana spell, and you summon 3 1/2 demons with taunt, and it costs 1 less for every friendly minion that dies. So yeah, the idea, I guess, of this card is you have it in your hand, you have a bunch of stuff die, and for like 0 mana, you get 3/6 in taunt across 3 horrendously bad bodies, like Goldshire Footmans. Even at 0 mana, this card sucks. Like, honestly, this thing is so bad. It dies to everything. It's not threatening whatsoever. There's no real way to buff demons on the board for Demon Hunter. It's just... I just don't know what the hell this card is. I feel like they used to be like 2/3s, or maybe even 3/4s. I don't know. They were probably 2/3s like when Demon Hunter originally came out, and then they like, oh my god, it's broken. Demon Hunter's broken, and we can't give them too much. So let's take this Fel Guardians card we've been working on. Let's just bump it down to a 1/2, alright? Let's just make it garbage. Like, they're gonna get upset if these are like 3/4s, and then it's insane, or 2/3s are even good. Let's make sure it's bad, because I just don't know how this card is ever supposed to be playable, and it's certainly not. And lastly, the absolute worst card of Scholomance Academy is a dual class card, and it's another Demon Hunter one alongside with Hunter, Blood Herald. That's right. It's a 5 mana 1/1, and it gains +1/+1 for every friendly minion that's died. Have you seen this played? No. Have you seen it summoned off Jandis? Yes. Have you laughed at your opponent for getting it? Yes. Have you cried when it happened to you? Yes. Will you ever put this in your deck? Absolutely not. Will you dust every single copy of this card because it is so unequivocally, horrendously bad? Yes. Blood Herald is as advertised. It was one of my lowest rated cards in my review session, and it lived up to the hype. It's unplayable, and it makes the ball bad. It's just bad on every single level. So thank you, Demon Hunter / Hunter, for having the worst card in Scholomance Academy in Blood Herald. Let me know in the comments below, which do you think are the worst cards? Do you agree with these? Do you disagree? It's always fun to have that debate. And yeah, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day. and stay salty, my friends.